Hey guys, how's it going? I just want to hop on here today because I just did a webinar this morning by this guy, Harv Eker. I have had this book in my possession, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, for years and years and years. I think it's been to Toronto and back with me like 10, 12 years ago. And I often pick it up, but he just came out with a new book called The Good Millionaire, How to Make a Lot of Money and Help a Lot of People, which I think is really good because our stigma with money changes the way that we make money and changes how much money we make. So I thought I would hop on here really quick and do a really quick review of the webinar I did this morning, save you guys some time, give you guys some really great information. I'm going to give you 8 tips in how to make a lot of money and how to help a lot of people, because when you make a lot of money, it doesn't mean that you're taking from other people, right? So the number one thing is make sure that you're clear with how you think about money and wealth. Just because you make a lot of money doesn't mean that you're taking money from anybody. There's trillions of dollars in this world. You get to pick, you get to decide, you get to go for what you want. And this is the truth of it all. Your thoughts, they lead into your feelings, right? And those feelings turn into actions, and those actions produce results. So again, this is from the webinar I just did with Harv Eker. I want to be clear about that. I'm just giving you guys a little review because it's so amazing. And that's something that, often happens when we're pre-programmed to think a certain way. I know that, our parents' beliefs often contribute to our own beliefs, but certain ways of thinking either work for or against you. So you have to decide what you want to think, right? Because your beliefs, how you choose to think, absolutely impact your life every single day. So if you believe that rich people are greedy, then you're never going to get rich. And they're usually portrayed that way on, on movies in Hollywood, that rich people are evil, but they're not. In my experience, people with more money actually give a lot more and do a lot more for humanity than others. So, because they have the resources. So that's number one. Number two, we have to earn money. Now you got to think about, where does money come from? A business, my job, my career, the universe? No. Hey, how's it going? Money comes from people. Money comes from other people. That's how you gain money, okay? So why would anyone give you their money? There's 2 reasons: to gain pleasure or to avoid pain. To gain pleasure is a luxury, right? Like, why would anybody give you money? Well, to go on a holiday, to buy something that makes them happy, to buy something that makes their family happy or a loved one. But 2, to avoid pain. And that is a stronger motivator than anything, because it's a necessity. Our body does things to avoid pain, okay? Our thought process, our head keeps us safe. So we do things to avoid pain. So what I've always been taught is, instead of, here, buy my stuff, use my service, here's what I can offer you. The reason people chose me as a hairstylist for years and years and years is because I was really good at my job, because I was personable and they wanted to spend time with me. I was unique that way, maybe, and I really enjoyed doing what I did, and it showed. It absolutely showed. So you have to understand that to make a lot of money, you need to solve somebody's problem, okay? The definition of an entrepreneur or a person in business is a person who solves problems for people for profit or pay. Pretty simple, right? So just become a problem solver and understand that you get paid for that. So instead of looking for opportunities, start looking for problems that you can solve. Number 3, determine what problem you actually solve for people. Okay, this is really important. This is like very, 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 like, put a star asterisk beside this. You have to be authentic. So a lot of the times we ask, what should I be doing with my life? What's my purpose? Why am I here, right? The answer is where your heart and your head and your hands align. Now, what does that mean? It means that your heart, that you're solving a problem that actually means something to you, that maybe you've overcome and you want to help other people. It's got to be something that you're passionate about, or people will see right through you, okay? Your head is the knowledge that you acquire, whether it's reading, podcasts, audiobooks, courses, is the knowledge you acquire with people you spend time with. Your hands are the skills that you learn and acquire, okay? So all of those things need to be in alignment for your purpose, and you have to think, what problem are you actually solving for people? It's really important to note here that your product or service has to be good, okay? And your solution actually has to work for people in the real world. If you're slinging stuff that you don't care about or doesn't work, nobody's going to buy it from you. Because in a sea full of noise, you have to stand out in a certain way. So what is going to make you different, okay? Number 4, you must articulate the problem you solve clearly and concisely. So you must be able to communicate with people, and you have to be able to promote yourself in a way that is clear so that people understand and they're open to receiving information from you. People are only going to ask you 2 questions. Why should I buy this? So what problem are you going to solve for me? And so isn't it interesting that we should be talking more about problems than solutions in the beginning? People can listen to you talk about their problems all day. So how many of you guys are sick and tired and disgusted looking in the mirror because you're overweight? I can help you. How many of you guys are sick and tired of living paycheck to paycheck and not having any of the extras or being able to save up for things that you want? I can help you. It's being very clear about those things and talking about the pain that people feel when they go through that, okay? So you need to be able to state the exact problem and state the feelings around that problem. Which leads to 5, which is the second question that somebody will ask you. Why should I buy this from you? How will you solve this problem differently or better than anybody else that's out there? So your uniqueness needs to be a major benefit for your customers. What do you bring to the table? What value do you provide? Okay? It's not about you, by the way. It's about the person that's giving you money. So if all you're doing is appealing to you and your needs, you're not going to get anywhere. You have to appeal to the needs of others. You truly have to work from a servant's heart. And the more that you can look at everything through your customer's eyes, the faster you'll become rich. Now, this is not necessarily for people that are happy with the day-to-day. This video is for people that want to make millions. This video is for people that are highly motivated and want to make a difference and an impact, okay? So I want to be clear about that because this might turn some people off because it's scary, right? Number 6, how do you earn some money? Well, you help one person solve a problem. But how do you earn a lot of money? You help multiple people solve a problem. How do you earn a ton of money? How do you make millions? You help thousands of people solve a problem. So here's an example. As a hairstylist, I could only take 8 clients a day or 3 weddings in a weekend. That's all I could physically do. I couldn't do any more than that. However, that means that I have a limitation. I have an income limitation that I could never make more than that. I was the commodity, so I personally had to be there to make money. And people came to see me specifically. The number 1 wealth rule, there should be no limits on your income if you're going to make a ton of money, okay? Number 6, this is really critical, systemize. You have to set up a system where the process can be done without you, okay? This is your freedom. When you set up systems in place that can help people where you don't actually have to be there, like this video that I'm gonna save, this is your freedom, that I can point people to a video and then go camping for the weekend. I can point people to a video and go swimming with my daughter. I can point people to a video and then go for a hike because I've done the work and put in the time. Number 7, duplication. Duplication, it's leverage. This is how you get thousands of people a day help as opposed to 1 or 10 or 100. Duplication. So you have to make sure that you are duplicatable in your process, okay? And then the last 8, will you do the work? Will you take action? Okay, this is the big one. What actually holds people back from taking action is fear, doubt, and worry. And here's the thing, fear is just the anticipation of pain. Fear is in the future. It's not right now. So it doesn't exist in this present moment. It simply exists in the future, which we can't predict, by the way. So it only exists in our mind. If you think of 2 people, say I asked 2 people to speak in front of 1,000 people. One person could be really excited about that. The other person could be completely terrified. The second person that is completely terrified, is that a real fear? No, because the first person isn't scared. If it was a real fear, both would be scared, right? They're not scared for their life. It's a mental. So your mind's job is survival and to protect you, okay? But the secret is you don't have to believe your mind. You simply have to observe it. You recognize that that thought is there, and then you can override it and take action. So A lot of people will wait until that fear goes away, but if you wait until that fear goes away, it's never going to go away. I can tell you for by example that I fear things all the time. I do things that are scare the crap out of me all the time because I know that I'll learn, I'll grow, it'll do wonders for my business, for my team, for everything, but I do it and I override that feeling. So the key to success is to act in spite of fear. Okay, and to retrain yourself and override that just by practicing, by overriding fear and doing what you need to do. Now, I want to be really clear. The people that dabble, those are the people that will struggle their entire life. They know what to do, they know how to do it, but they just don't do it out of fear. The people that are masters will succeed hugely because those people, they learn, they grow, they understand their craft, they know how to communicate, and they've done the work so that they can move forward. And so that's the difference between the two. I hope you find this valuable. If you do, please feel free to share. Please feel free to contact with me with any questions. I do a lot of videos like this, so please feel free to follow. If you haven't read it yet, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, and maybe even his new book, The Good Millionaire. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.